Hi, I'm Latoya Ellis. I am Manager of Public Relations and Communications at the Women's Centre of Jamaica Foundation.
Hi, this is Alice. It's nice to meet you. So, I would love for you to tell me a bit about the Women's Center.
All right, so the Women's Centre of Jamaica Foundation, the program for adolescent mothers. It's a program for adolescent mothers, and what that means is that young ladies, young girls who get pregnant while they're in school, while they're in the regular school system, the law prohibit them from attending or continuing school with their pregnancy. However, um, the girls, they have a right, their human right to an education. And as such, the Women's Centre of Jamaica Foundation began in 1978 in response to the high number of girls who are getting pregnant and who have no ways or means of continuing their education. So the program basically provide continued education for the girl child while she's pregnant, while she's with child. Once she delivers her baby, we through the policy, the reintegration policy, we that facilitate her back, help us to transition her back into the regular school system. So let me go again. At the Women's Centre of Jamaica Foundation, our main focus is to provide continued education for girls. We have up it now, girls, so it's 19 years and younger who get pregnant while they are in the regular school system. After, they finish their education at the secondary or whatever level they were, we facilitate the reintegration back into the regular school system. So if the girl was in grade 9 when she got pregnant, she comes to us. We continue the curriculum as if she were still in school. And at the point where she has her baby and she completes the counseling session that we have, through the reintegration policy, she is now placed back into the regular school system. So basically, that's what we do here.
Okay, so can you tell me how do these young ladies go ahead to register for the program?
We take, like in the regular school system, you have a start time and an end time for registration. Well, for us, it's just whenever you're pregnant. We take walk-ins every day. Once the young lady is pregnant and is in need of our service, she can come to us. How we do recruit our young ladies. So we have counselors who go to the health centers and, if the health centers and the clinics, and once a girl is, fit the age profile, then they would be referred to us, or just by having conversation, we introduce them to the program. We also have Sisoka, girls coming to us from Sisoka. Uh, so once a girl gets pregnant and she's under the age of 16 by law, the caregiver, the doctor, whomever, they must report it to the police. And the arm of the police, the Jamaica Constabulary Force that deals with that is Sisoka. Sisoka then, depending on the situation, recommend them or refer them here.
So if they're not referred here, can they walk in?
Yes, man.
So
Yes,
what's
they
that
can.
opening hours?
We start at 8 and we close at 4:30.
Okay, so once a girl is pregnant and if she does not hear from a counselor or through Sisoka,
or their church or their school and they know about us, they can just come.
Okay, and then when they come in, do they have to come with their parents or can they come on their own to get registered?
So you see, the thing is, sometimes when our culture is so that when some of these girls are pregnant, the parents are angry with them. They don't turn out, they turn them out. So we don't want that to be a factor that prevent the young lady from getting the help that they need. So they can come. We are going to require their birth certificates and other material, but they should come and they can still come.
All right, so that's the next question I was going to ask. That you mentioned that some parents they get upset because they're spending all this money for their kids to get an education. How would you advise parents that are dealing with situation of their teenage daughter getting pregnant?
So the truth is, and Dr. Karen Carpenter said it in the last adolescent lecture that we have here. You see, that adolescent stage, or from puberty up to that adolescent stage, is when you you are more, your sexuality, your hormones, they're all over the place.
Right.
And it is our duty as parents to really talk to our daughters and our sons about their bodies, their sexualities, the different ways they can control the urge, because you can't stop it, the different ways, and they can control the urges. So if for whatever reason a young girl go out there and she's experimenting and she gets pregnant, it's not the end of the road. And it's not only by experimenting or experimentation that they get pregnant. Sometimes you have big men who prey on these little girls who are not emotionally developed, not mentally developed. So you have these men who prey on them and they get pregnant.
Right.
You also have rape, you have incest. So it's not just the little girl who, in our culture, we say she's bad, or the ones who are exploring who usually get pregnant and end up here. No, it's right across the board from incest to rape to sexual grooming. They all come here. So as mommy, you don't know what happened. Sometimes little girls, teenagers, they're a little bit secretive, but the best thing you can do is to just get the help for your daughter
And build a relationship.
and build. Yes, and the help starts here.
Right.
So some people may ask, why not just continue at the school they are? They may say, no, I'm not send them go to pregnant school. Everybody I go see and them are gonna know some daughter pregnant and them are going to see my daughter, but this is the right place for them. You know why? Because if they continue in the regular school, how many students are enrolled there, right? How many guidance counselors they have. Now you're talking about a different set of problems that this young lady has now. She now has a child, not to call her child a problem, but pregnancy. She's not mentally developed to deal with a pregnancy. So she's going to need that specialized counseling now to include her self-esteem. Her body's going to change naturally. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with a baby that's crying and you have your work to do? So she should come to the Women's Centre of Jamaica Foundation because our programs are so tailored that it not only speak to the educational aspect of things, but it also speak to the young lady herself, her development, her sexuality, how she sees herself. We look at time management. We look at how, the different things, the different ways she can help with her baby, nurture her baby. Because, I mean, even as adults, we have our children and we don't have the money, we don't have the resources that we need, and we tend to be abusive. So I want to teach them how to be nurturing, transformative parents. So that's why they should come here.
So, tell me a little bit about the counseling program, because in our culture, that counseling is taboo. But getting pregnant at teenage years, especially as you say, mommy might be upset. It can be really tough on a teenager. So, what are some of the counseling programs offered?
So we have group counseling, we have individual counseling, we have specialist counseling, and we do contraceptive counseling, sexual and reproductive health. Let me say that way because contraceptive give a different connotation. So sexual and reproductive health. So in the group counseling, it's peer-to-peers, they're talking, we get to hear the concerns that they face as a group. Maybe out of that counseling session, you'll hear, Miss Sam, when I'm walking on the road, they say me about that. So different things that you can talk and get the answers to in a group setting. Individual counseling now, because you're pregnant. Usually when you're pregnant, the hormones are all over the place. You might be depressed. Different things might be happening to you. We have that individualized counseling for you, for mommy, in that way. And then the specialized counseling now for those girls who experience trauma. So maybe she was raped, maybe it's somebody close to her. It doesn't matter. Once trauma is involved, then we do offer that specialized counseling, and we have our different partners that we in the healthcare system that we do partner with to execute what we do. Sexual and reproductive health. We want the young ladies to know about their bodies.
Right.
We want them to know the different types of contraceptives, and I should say that we don't ever give the young ladies contraceptives unless their guardian, adult guardian, mother, parents, do give us consent to do that. But we do provide them with the information so that they can make informed decisions about their body and their sexual and reproductive health.
Can you tell me how, because we are at the Trafalgar location, is there any other location? How many are they,
Yes.
and where do persons in the different parishes find them?
We have 14. So I'm looking at this now to tell you. We have Kingston, which is here, Montego Bay, that's 2 Peter Pan Avenue, Mandeville, 10 Patrick Road, Savannah Lamar, that's Landilo, Savannah Lamar, Port Antonio, that's 13 King Street, Port Antonio. Denby is located at the Clarendon Health Department. Morant Bay is at 21 Queen Street. St. Thomas, St. Anne's Bay is at Civil Road, and Spanish Town, 16 Monk Street, and Junction. So those are our main centers.
Right.
Then we have outreach stations. Outreach stations meaning that we don't open every day and we don't give the full service that we would give at the main centers. So our outreach stations are Highgate in St. Mary, and that is located at the Baptist Church. We have Santa Cruz, and that's located at Institution Drive. Lucy Outreach, that's at Watson Taylor Park, Hanover, and then we have Duncan's Outreach, which is at Duncan's Health Center in Trelawney.
Okay, and can you please reiterate the ages that?
So we do see young ladies from 19 down. So we have had, from 19 down.
Okay.
It used to be from 16 under. Sorry, 17 and under, but now we've based on what we're seeing in the space, it is prudent for us to go 19 and under.
All right. So this organization, I know it's government funded. Do you guys accept any form of donation otherwise, and how persons can get in touch with the organization if they're interested to donate?
Very good question. Thank you very much for that. So the government subvention, the government, what government help us with is basically to pay salary, food for the girls, because I should tell you that once the young ladies are here, they get free meals, breakfast, lunch, and maybe sometimes supper. So the government funding goes there, daily upkeep for the organization, stationaries and stuff like that. Now, with each generation, there are different things that appeal to them at different times. We have to move with the time in order for us to stay relevant. So we have other things that we add, like maybe nail technology, makeup, artistry. We need funding for those things. Even communication, the communication portfolio, we need funding for that. We need to print more brochures. We need to go out into the communities, and so that we reach more girls, more young ladies who are in need of the service but don't necessarily have the relevant services like a phone or to know about us. So yes, we always need more funding to do things like those. And persons who intend or who want to donate, they can send us an email, pr@womencenterja.com. You can call us at 876-517-1148 or 1149, or 929-7709. So you can call any one of those numbers. You can email us and just let us know how you want to donate. We have an education fund that is called the A-Stream program. A-Stream is basically for the young ladies who left the program. They want to move on to higher education, but they can't afford it. Okay. So we give them some money to help with their tuition. Sometimes they want money to help with books. Sometimes it's the young ladies who are reintegrated, the ones at the secondary level, who can't go back, because the truth is they now have a new mouth to feed, and that money that they would usually put aside for their textbooks and stuff will now have to go into the baby. So once we have a young lady like that who wants to go back to school, but financially they're unable to, she's unable to, the A-Stream, we have that fund. So you can always, we accept donation every year, right, yearly, daily.
So it's not only monetary donation, but like Pampers, baby clothes, whatever it is.
Once they're in good condition, you can drop them off.
For persons that are interested to help.
Yes.
All right, Mrs. Ellis, thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you.
to me.
No problem.